Welcome, guys, to our first podcast called Simple Gaming Podcast. With me, I have Rick, and usually we will have another person called Harry, but today he decided not to show up for some reason. If you guys hear any noises or echoes, I apologize. We are testing this out for our first time.
What's up, everybody?
So, that's Ricardo.
Oh.
Sorry. Ricardo, what is the first topic you want to talk about?
Well, it's very interesting. It's PlayStation Plus raising its prices in the UK and Europe.
How much are you paying right now for the regular?
Right now, PlayStation Plus is $49.99, just same as $59.99. Sorry, just same as Xbox Live, but they're going $10 more. UK prices are $39.99, and they're going $49.99, and European is €49.99 euros. I think it's
Yeah.
And they're going to $59.99. So basically, it's raising up 10 pounds, or respectively in money, $10.
$10, 10 pounds, 10 euros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no word yet on USA yet, but we all know greed is out there, and eventually it's gonna hit us.
But I don't have an I only have an Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation. So to me, it doesn't hurt me, but the possibility that can happen to Xbox Live too is real because of how things are nowadays.
Competition.
Yeah.
But they're really greedy. They're really hurt for money.
How do you personally feel? Do you think they're kind of pulling a low ball here?
I mean, starting from the point, like, we shouldn't even need to pay them anything for accessing what we already pay online. Like, we already pay for our internet, so what's the point of paying the $50? They claim it's for their
security,
their services, they're not security, but
but the benefits that come with
the car. Yeah, what's it called? The servers.
So
it's because of their servers, apparently, but there's no real way to know that that's what's really about.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't think there should be any reason for us to have Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. That excuse that they utilize because they give us quality online content of free games and discounts and all that stuff. It still doesn't make sense to me when you have like a Steam, I don't think you pay monthly for that, right?
No, you don't. It's completely free online on PC.
And yeah, they get amazing deals. So
amazing services too.
The PC.
Top notch.
Yeah, PC is where it's at right now. Everybody's jumping to PC. Today it was announced that they are actually outpacing PlayStation and Xbox in daily users by 1.5 million.
Yep.
And
I mean, a lot of it has to do with their games. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is like hitting so sweet over there in Steam. Like they hit their I think 49 million people on one on a single serving time online.
Yeah, they're
at once.
I believe they're in second place or third place, right behind CS:GO. Minecraft is number one right now, which is crazy to me. Stupid game, but to each their own.
And GTA, you can't forget about GTA, man.
Yeah, GTA is in that top
that's
five too.
That's a big baller right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But the reality is that they're gonna try to make money off of anything they can. I mean, I appreciate the free games, even though they're kind of old. But
and, you know, they're capitalizing on something like we don't have a choice. You know, it's whether with them or you could, you know, don't play online at all, and that's ripping us off. You know.
Yeah. I kind of understand where Nintendo is coming from with the Switch, with their online service gonna be like $25. I don't think that's a bad price, but that's also something that's coming from a company that's never had online features.
I mean, same thing happened. I mean, PS3 used to have no. It was free. You didn't have to pay for online. Right? There was no PlayStation Plus, and only because Xbox had it, PlayStation Plus, when the PS4 came out, is when they started doing PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, because it's all the money that they were making.
Yep.
So they decided to jump that bandwagon and rape it. Sadly. I mean, I don't like it. I really don't. But it is what it is. It's like it's the same thing with microtransactions that's happening right now with Shadow of War. Now you have microtransactions in a single-player game. I know that the time we are right now, in 2017, microtransactions are not gonna go anywhere. And neither's DLCs. No matter how many times people complain about it, it's not gonna go away because that's how people make money. Like companies are making money off of that, and that's the problem. It's like they make money off of it. They don't care how much you complain; they still see the money.
It depends on the game. Sometimes it's okay because it's mostly aesthetics. You know, like thing like armor. You know, like something that doesn't actually add to gameplay. You know, like it doesn't give you a better hand on top of the other players.
You know, honestly, I don't.
But this time,
keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, but this time it's on single player. It's making its way to single player campaign because Shadow of War has, or they're going to have a little bit of online, but it's mostly for single player. Little microtransaction, and that's the interesting part. Like, where did that come up? Like, are they gonna put stuff behind a paywall?
Well, this is the thing that with all the backlash that they gotten right now from, it's only been 24 hours. They announced it last night. It by the way is August 8th, so it was announced August 7th. But the information that they let go and then the backlash that they got, they try to explain that there is an online component in the game that they explain that it's like a Metal Gear Solid's base game, which is you have people that are gonna try to conquer your base, and the thing is that you spend in-game money or real money to open packs where you get orcs and ogres, and each one is a class: legendary, epic, regular, rare, and each one has their strengths and weaknesses and stats. And the thing that makes me more mad is that if they die in a raid that somebody does on your base, they're gone forever. So that money you spent on trying to get that legendary or epic ogre, and you lose it in one of those things,
could be gone.
It's gone. That sucks. That would suck. And I would tell people, don't spend money on this game. This game can be played without the money. Now the question is here, how much of a grind is the game for you to get the stuff regularly? That's what scares me.
And we won't know for sure until the game is actually out. But
yeah,
it's scary, you know, like when it gets to this point, where they expect us to dole out money. It's incredible.
I mean,
on top of the full game price that we're paying,
the $60.
It's not free to play.
I mean, I don't mind it.
We're paying
in Battlefront 2, you're gonna have microtransactions, but every map DLC is gonna be free. So I don't mind that trade-off. I really don't. I'd rather have microtransactions and have other DLC free, like maps, so that way the player base doesn't get split. And either way, you can also gain money to use for those microtransactions, and they're cosmetics. Some stuff is not. Sometimes it's a boost to your accuracy and attacks, but it's not that big of a game changer. And to me, that's, you know, any fool that wants to buy money into that, and go ahead. You know, I don't care. But when it comes to
they're paying for.
They're paying for the DLC.
For everybody else to get the DLC. So
they're paying for everybody, yeah. But when it comes to single player, I think that's where a line should be crossed. There shouldn't be any microtransactions in single player. But the thing that gets me mad is that they think Shadow of War is the first game to do this, and it's not. Assassin's Creed did it with the last game that came out. I forgot. It's not Unity. It's the one with the
Syndicate.
Syndicate. Yeah, you can go in there and you can buy in-game currency with real money. But now that I think about it, I think it's in Unity too. The one that was crappy.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's also in 4. I was playing that recently. You could get the stuff.
You cut off there for a second.
Your ship. Like the metals and the cloth so you can upgrade your ship. Yeah, I think you could do that too.
So it's so it's not Shadow of War that's done this, it's them. Ubisoft did this before anybody else, and I don't think they got this much backlash. Because honestly, I didn't hear about this until Shadow of War is doing it, and everybody's going butt crap crazy about it.
But to be honest, Shadow of War, especially the previous one, Shadow of Immortal, it was a very popular game. I think since everybody's expecting it from Ubisoft and EA and all of them people, right? But WB and their newer games, newer IP that's just coming out of the gates, and I mean the last one was supposed to be incredible. I've heard because I haven't played.
Shadow of Mordor.
You played, right? Yeah, Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, it's good, but it gets kind of repetitive. Not in the sense that you fight the same guys. It's just that when you try to kill a target, and if you can't kill them because of how hard the situation is, or certain variables happen sometimes, if they escape, they come back stronger with more health and more armor, which sucks really bad. But it's a great game. And it's a great game. Just because of the Shadow of War coming out, I re-downloaded it so I could play it again.
Yeah. I think that's one of the microtransactions as well is you could get through fortresses quicker, or you could get certain fortresses already done just by paying them.
Yeah.
And since Shadow of War is it's a much bigger scope than the last one.
Yeah. I mean, you're building your armies, you're building your bases. I mean, it's like a RPG. MMO type of game, but it's really more RPG action from what I've seen in the videos.
The closest thing I could think of this is like Mass Effect 3, in the last fight where you have to get all these factions to try and beat the what are the bad guys in Mass Effect? Mass Effect.
The Reapers?
The machines. The Reapers, there you go. When you had that big Reaper war, which...
Ricardo, you cut off there. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You talking about the Reaper Wars?
Yeah, the Reaper Wars, and it really didn't do anything. You just got a little special scene, but it's kind of like that where you have to get more factions, to better yourself later on in the game.
You know, it freaks me out that a lot of people freak out for certain things, but don't freak out for other things. And I'll break an example right now. It's like Injustice 2 has microtransactions in it. You can buy packs so you can unlock armors and stuff, but you can unlock them by just playing online or playing certain modes, so you can get loot. And nobody blinks an eye at that. And on top of that, when the game was announced, it was gonna come out like 3 months before the game came out. They announced 3 packs of characters, 3 each, with DLC characters. You had to pre-order the game for Darkseid,
which now you can buy them out.
And now you can buy them for $5.99, $6 for a character. And on top of this, Ricardo, I don't know if you ever heard of this, but Brainiac, it's unlockable in the game if you beat the main story on hard mode.
Yeah.
But
and then you can still buy them off.
Yeah, they were charging people to unlock them for $5.99. So people that didn't know lost $6. And nobody is freaking. Nobody gets mad about this. But then now you have Marvel's Capcom Infinite, where they're announcing Black Panther, Sigma as DLC characters, and everybody is just going back crap crazy because we don't curse in this podcast. But everybody's going crazy about them doing this. They're like, how can you do this? The game's not even out yet. Nobody did anything about this with Injustice 2. And I think Tekken is actually doing a better job of DLC characters, because they announced Akuma for the trailer, and they did it just to hype the game up, and that he was already in the game, unlockable if you beat the game. You don't have to pay extra for him. And the only character that you had to pay extra was for some girl. If you pre-ordered it, you could get it for free. I don't know who that was, really. I'm not a Tekken fan. But they announced a King of Fighter character called Geese as a special guest character fighter for the game. But the game's been out for 4 months, and they announced it now. So I think that way is a lot better.
That's kind of fair.
Yeah, it's a lot better, because that means they're working on these characters now, instead of working before the game's out and announcing them.
I mean, they could have worked on it during, but at the same time, it seems better when
you announce it later into the game.
Exactly. When the game's already out, or when it's not expecting to be in the main story. Like, for example, Sigma. Sigma is part of the story of that. Like, it should be a character that is in there. Give me a character that's not part of the story,
Yeah.
That's when it's fair.
Black Panther is part of the story, and he's DLC. They show a cutscene of him in the game talking to Gamora and Chun-Li, and you're like, what the heck, is in the story? So now you're gonna pay for him? What's what Capcom's thinking? I have no clue.
Yeah. It's another thing. Like, there's a rumor. I don't know if you heard of this rumor. That the X-Men characters are gonna be DLC. Might be true or not, but if it is, Capcom is gonna have a hell.
It was a leaked
of a backlash.
It was a leaked DLC list, and one of them is called X-Men vs. Street Fighter. And that one's gonna have Cyclops, Wolverine, and Deadpool, with Guile, Akuma, and not Chun-Li. I think it was Zangief or Bison, one or the other.
That seems crazy to me. Like, the X-Men characters has always been in Marvel's Capcom. Why are they not put it in there in the first place?
I can give you an answer right now, straight up, and it's from a good source. that came out and said it. It's the guy that actually helped make some of the comic books for Fantastic Four. And he said that the reason why Marvel does not want to put these characters into the game is because of Fox. Because they try to get the Fantastic Four license from them. Because they hadn't made a movie. So I don't know if you know that if you don't make a movie if you don't make a movie for a while, you lose the rights to that movie. So they were gonna lose the rights to Fantastic Four, and they made that crap fest of a movie just so they can keep the rights.
That's another thing. Like a movie that sucks just to keep rights. That's good.
Yeah, they lost money on that. I don't.
Oh man.
Fox should just give that movie up. Like all their movies have been bad with Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I mean, the first two weren't that bad, but they weren't that great. They were watchable. And
I haven't seen the new one, but I've heard so many bad reviews and so many things.
Look,
and besides, I don't even have to look at reviews. Just the trailer itself looks.
Yeah, and the thing is that I heard that I don't know if you ever seen CinemaSins. Did they count how many bad things are in the movie?
Yeah.
They talked about the movie. They weren't even gonna make one for that because they said it's so bad. That's how bad the movie is. And I
gotta see it.
In one of the interviews, the guy said that there's a trailer where they show the Thing falling from a helicopter, landing in the middle of an army base, and he's destroying it. That was never in the main movie. They cut that out of the movie. And the Thing is only in the movie for like 5 or 6 minutes, which sucks because he's a big character. He's like the Hulk, but not that strong. I mean, he's a very influential character in a lot of stories in Marvel, which I don't know, man. It's horrible. Fox should just give the rights to these movies to Marvel and just
let them go. Yeah, part of the Marvel universe.
But Marvel doesn't want to give them any free publicity, so they said, all right, you don't want to give us Fantastic Four? Screw it. They're not gonna be in any game that we make. But that doesn't make sense to me when the guy said that, because if you look at the mobile game for Marvel Contest of Champions, there's a bunch of X-Men characters. Yeah, Fantastic Four characters. They're in that mobile game. So I don't know why they're not in this one. They're probably gonna milk the crap out of them and put them as DLC. That's what they're gonna do, because people want them.
Yep.
But that's business, man. Everything's corrupted. Everything revolves around money. Don't worry about the consumer. They're gonna pay no matter what. Because I'm probably gonna pay for it.
That's another thing.
I'm probably gonna end up playing.
That's another thing. How much should we uphold these things? Like, how much should we contribute? Because we're contributing every time we pay that money.
Yeah.
Every time we pre-order, every time, just for the little extra character. That's contributing to have these companies that are greedy
it's
have
happening.
More money.
It's happening slow, Ricardo. GameStop is gonna go down. Their sales are dipping drastically. They're trying everything they can to get back on top. The thing is, everybody's going digital, and I kind of like the digital aspect of it, because it's easy just to go in, press play, and go.
Yeah, and then you get the download before the game comes out. That way, when it hits midnight, you're ready to go. And
you get some good discounts, on digital games. Like, I just bought Battlefield Hardline for $5. And the campaign itself is worth it.
As of this recording.
Yeah, I know. It was
just in case people want to buy it. No.
Then no, don't. If you're expecting a Battlefield 4 experience, don't. That game is garbage in multiplayer, but the campaign is pretty funny and entertaining. But other than that, no, it's not worth more than $5. That's the only reason I got it. That is the only reason I got it. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I get a good match online, but it's bad. It's horrible. The spawning is horrible. The guns are horrible. It's unbalanced. Ugh.
It's on EA. The Vault thing.
It's on EA's Vault.
You pay $5 a month.
Yeah.
They put Titanfall 2 in there as well. A good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the third subject we were gonna talk about?
4K gaming.
4K gaming.
Is it the right time to upgrade?
No.
What do you think, Juan?
No.
Not the right time.
No. Hell no. Not we.
Okay. Are you saying that for the upgrade machines, like the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, or are you saying that in TV in general?
TV and consoles. TVs are too expensive for 4K, man. I went to Walmart, and for one that was just 40 inches, it was like $1,000, man. That's too much, man. That is ridiculous. And then they have the curved. They have that curved Ultra HD TV. That one only costs $400. I was like, I better get that.
That's disgusting. No, don't buy a curved TV.
No, I'm just saying. But a TV that has HDR, high definition rendering, I'd rather get that than 4K right now.
It's HDR is a high dynamic range.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have a different opinion on that. I think 4K TVs are getting lower and lower every month. Especially, I think this year is one of the years that's gonna drop increasingly, especially during the holidays. Like I saw an LG 50-inch for 700
Ricardo,
to 800.
We're gonna get nuked by North Korea before that happens.
By the end of this year?
Probably with.
Trump. Not.
No, we don't go into politics in this. We don't go into politics in this podcast. That's for other people to do. We don't do that. I'm just saying we might get nuked. By who? We don't know. There's a bunch of countries that want to kill us. No, we don't do that here. No. But
so boy, we're gonna get bombarded on the comment.
That's okay. Yeah, I know, because everybody's so super sensitive. No. 4K, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna spend that much money on that. I don't wanna.
Yeah, and it's okay. That's another thing. You don't have to upgrade this year. But 4K is on the up and up. It's getting cheaper and cheaper. If you're looking, like, if you need a TV, you might as well invest in a 4K.
Oh,
like,
I need a TV.
You're gonna buy.
That's a given. My TV is old. I think this TV is like 4 years old.
If you need one now, like 4K TVs are going low. LG, I just found an LG for, like I said, $700, 50-inch, 4K HDR, everything.
Yes,
it's not.
I'm
not
gonna
OLED.
I'm gonna poop $700 worth out of my butt.
But if you're gonna spend, if you're gonna spend $400 now on a TV, right? Because the cheapest, like if you want a good 50-inch, the cheapest $300, $400. And especially like these TVs, the regular 1080p's are going low too, because they're trying to get rid of them. And you could buy those too, but at the same time, you're gonna end up upgrading in down the line. Maybe next year, year after that. Do you want to spend $400 now, or you want to spend probably $1,500 that you're gonna spend with both the TV now and next year's TV? You know, it's something to think about.
You know what, Ricardo? That all depends on how this channel does in subscribers, and how the Gaming VUE channel does, and however your channel, which you're thinking of making, does. If I'm gonna keep playing video games for that long.
That's true. Maybe we'll all go to PC.
No.
Nah.
I ain't got time for PC, man. I would love to, but the time, money, and you really need to have dedication if you want to keep beefed up, and I just don't have that right now.
That's probably another topic for another.
Yeah, we can pick that for
podcast, but actually, it's not as bad as you think. I could do some research and explain those details later
We could. I could just tell you that you can build an Xbox One X PC for $500 something, but I ain't got $500, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, you're gonna spend it on Xbox One X anyways, right?
No, I ain't getting into that. Every game's gonna be playable on Xbox One, no matter what. We're not leaving it behind. I'm betting on that.
Four now.
I'm betting on that.
Four.
Well, when that happens, when they jump ships, I'll jump ships when I can't play any more of my games.
See, that's another thing. Like, should Xbox and PS4 have already 4K? I mean, they have waited until the next generation? That way we could actually get true 4K and 60 FPS instead of
they're expecting
semi
PS5.
4K.
They're expecting PS5
next year, on the 2020. Yeah, it's another ridiculous thing. PS4 just came out last year. People are gonna be so mad about that.
PS4 Pro, you mean?
Yeah, Pro. Sorry. Yeah, PS4 Pro just came out last year. Whoever invests in a PS4 Pro and a new system comes out next year, like, that's absurd.
Like, I understand if you and me, if Xbox One owners jump to Xbox One S, because that's a big jump. I mean, you're going from 2 teraflops to 6 teraflops, so that's a big jump.
I mean, I don't even think we make it to 2 teraflops for the regular Xbox.
We probably not. I think it's like
1.5.
Yeah, like 1.75 or something like that. It's not even relevant. I mean, it's still a big jump. So I don't know. I don't think Xbox is in a hurry to make another system. I think they did that on purpose just to have more time on their hands with that. But
I think, to be honest, I think it's all because of the TV market. The TV market, the 4K is booming. Like I mentioned before, like, people are buying 4K TVs, and there's a demand for 4K content. And I think they were pushed. They were pushed by the TV community, like the companies, to make these 4K game systems. And Xbox One X has a 4K Blu-ray included in it, and that's another 4K thing that otherwise it'd be just as expensive to buy just a 4K Blu-ray player than to just buy a Xbox One S or an X, you know.
Well, let's leave that for another topic, for another video. Let's wrap this up because we're already hitting that 35-minute mark. So, guys, we want to thank you guys for, joining us for this podcast. It is our first one. Hopefully there'll be more. Leave a comment and let us know what you guys think about the whole PlayStation Network going up in price. 4K, is 4K the future? Is it really here to stay? What do you guys think about the whole microtransactions? Is it fair to just